Oh my god, you guys, these tortoise nails came out so cute. It is your girl Beauty's Advocate here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to actually walk you guys through my full process to get this tortoise design on these Gel X nails, and I'm starting off with prep. If you are only interested in the design and you don't want to see any of this part that I do to help the nails last for 3 to 4 weeks, then just skip ahead. I've included a timestamp in the description below. Just click on tortoise design and it'll jump you right to it. So the first thing that I do is I push back my cuticles and scrape off all of the dead skin. For, kind of like the hard dead skin that still wouldn't come off, I take my cuticle drill bit, which is what I'm using right now, and I go along the sidewalls and the cuticle area to get up the rest of the dead skin on the nail plate. That part is actually really important if you want retention on your nails. It is going to help you tremendously if you are not doing it already, because as that dead skin naturally lifts over time, if you had gel over it, obviously the gel is going to lift up too. We really want them to stick to the nail plate, so make sure you do that. Next, I go in with a sanding band. I can't remember the grits, but it is like the lightest grit that I have on the slowest setting that I can use, and I just lightly just take away the shine. This is me clipping my cuticles. I actually suck at doing this part, but my cuticles were like really bad in this video, so I wanted to make sure that I clip those as well. And here I'm going to show you two different ways that you can etch the inside of the tips. For my thumbs, my middle fingers, and kind of the larger fingers, I like to just go ahead and use a sanding band. It's pretty quick and easy, but when I get to the pinky especially, the sanding band is way too large to fit in that small tip, so I chemically etch it. This is the Apres Gel X bottle, but it's actually on the acetone in there because I ran out and I just replaced it with acetone. So you can use 100% acetone to etch the inside of the tip. And what you want to make sure that you do is that you etch it until it kind of looks cloudy, and basically it's really tacky. If it's still clear and you can still see the number, you didn't etch hard enough. Sorry, this part is out of focus. That's why I'm only showing bits and pieces of it. But essentially what I did is I dehydrated my nail and then I added primer. This method that I'm doing is my quick method. I put a layer of builder gel, and I'm using the Kiara Sky builder gel kit. I'm using Apres tips, but the Kiara Sky builder gel tip because I've been having some reactions to Apres Gel X. But I put it on my nail plate, and then after that, I don't cure. I put it on the inside of the tip, then I apply it as normal. I find that I get the same retention this way, and it's way faster. I am using the gelish lamp to apply this. I love this lamp. It is touch. As you saw with my thumb, what I normally do is I apply it directly under the lamp and then just use one of my free fingers to touch to turn on the lamp. I love that because when it's in position, I'm not moving, so I don't get any air bubbles. I did move it on my ring finger just so that you guys could kind of see, what it looks like when I actually apply. I just try to apply it at like a 45-degree angle from cuticle to free edge. And that's about it. After I get them all on, I then go ahead and cure my entire hand under the lamp for 60 seconds. I believe that's what the kit said when I bought it, 60 seconds for this particular builder gel, so that's what I do. After all the nails are applied, I go back in with a cuticle bit, or sometimes I use a diamond ball bit, and I try to see if there's any extra spillage around the cuticle area. I get that up and then I press a little harder on the cuticle area just to try to bring it flush. You can actually use a hand file and make the cuticle area thinner before you apply them, but whenever I'm doing this quickly, be honest, I just ain't got time for all of that. So I like to just do it once it's on the nail. It makes it a lot faster and a lot easier for me. After that, I just take my hand file and I file off, kind of that little, I guess, pointy part that gets left on the tip. And I'll also file it just to kind of make those edges a little more crisp. I like to place the file under the nail when I do this because I find that it keeps the shape a lot better. So I ordered these polishes off Amazon. I actually liked them. They were really, really good, but they're jelly polishes in kind of like orangey, brownish colors. So you want like, kind of, I guess like a amber, orangey, peachy color, or something like that. That's a jelly color. I've seen some people, make their own jelly colors, mixing it with top coat. I ain't got time for all that, so I just went ahead and bought it. The kit wasn't that expensive. I'll link it below. But I put a layer of that on. I did cure it for 30 seconds. And now I am going in with blooming gel. This is the iGel Beauty brand. I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it is the only one that I've used. So maybe they're all like this one, but this one spreads out way too fast and is very, very runny with the thinnest coats ever, and I was not expecting that. So I kind of call this a nail fail because it makes the nail so thick when you also use gel polish on top of it that like I could tell it did not cure all the way through all of the nails, which was really annoying. They turned out really cute and they still lasted me 3 weeks, but I'm telling you, like, you could kind of press on some of my nails and feel like a little bubble. So full warning, I think next time what I would do is mix these with a little bit of blooming gel and then see if I can apply it that way and see if it spreads out the same way, because it builds up on the nail so quickly, and when you have to do all of these different colors to make it, it kind of just sucks. So after I put down the orange color, I went in with like a darkish reddish color. I kind of just looked at a picture of like tortoise glasses to kind of make this happen. Then I went in with a dark brown color that you see me doing now. This nail was a little bit of a test. I did the other nails a little differently because after this you'll see me go in with a solid black polish, and what I found is that was unnecessary because it didn't add any more dimension, so I skipped that on the rest of the nails and used a different color instead, which I'll show you. But after I got that on, I was kind of looking at it and I'm like, man, this is running everywhere. So after I hurriedly put this black gel polish on, you're gonna see me wiping these nails a lot. I had to constantly wipe the side walls, constantly, because look at that, it's just like spilling over. Oh my gosh, this was like low-key stressful because I had to be at an event and I only had like an hour and a half to do my nails. Sorry, my nails and my hair. So I was, thinking I could get this done in like 45 minutes, and it definitely took longer. So now we're on to the middle finger. Somehow I lost the footage for my ring finger. But that is that reddish color that I'm going in with first, and I'm just kind of strategically placing oblong blobs. I didn't want them perfectly circular, which is why you kind of see me dragging the brush a little bit. That kind of helps stretch out the section a little bit, and I'm trying to make the coats thinner. When I started making the coats a lot thinner, well, as thin as I guess I could with this brush, it did help a lot, although I still had to wipe. I decided to pat that finger to see if I could get it to spread faster so I could get it to cure, because it does take a little while for blooming gel to spread. Didn't work. I still had to wait, so that finger isn't even cured yet. It's just sitting there continuing to spread out while I moved on to the next one. So I'm just following the exact same motion here, and then after this I did flash cure both of the nails at the same time for 10 seconds after I wiped off all of the excess from the sidewalls. And this is just the pinky nail, the last nail. Um, by the time I got to this nail, it went a lot faster because I just had a better grasp on what needed to happen. And then when I did my right hand, it went even faster than that. When I actually got the hang of it, it's a really quick design to do, honestly. But in a second, you'll see me place my hand in the lamp. I did not place it in there for 10 seconds. And once I noticed it was on a 10-second timer, I moved it up to the 90-second option. And I did that twice, and a 60-second, because I knew they weren't, fully cured all the way in there. But at the end of the day, I actually think these turned out super, super cute. I mean, look at them. I would 100% do these again, and be a little more organized and better, so that the nail kind of keeps its shape, because you can see a couple of them look a little wider than they should. But for me doing my own nails, this is really good for myself. So thank you all so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.